coming to you today from my brand new craft and archives room. Turning a guest room into a craft room was a major goal for 2025. I've wanted this for a long time, but there were obstacles. Hi, I'm Beth Saunders. I'm a family genealogist and former archives assistant. I've inherited things from my parents, grandparents, and other relatives, and there were boxes of pictures and mementos all over the house. I'm also a scrapbooker and creative memories advisor. I had this nice workspace in the dining room with great light from windows, and it was fairly organized, but I had run out of room with things on the floor, on chairs, the dining table, and so on. So I had outgrown that space. Don't you love those craft room tours where they have the before and after and beautifully organized spaces? Well, I kind of do too, but there are also some peeves that I have. The first thing they seem to do is go out and buy a lot of expensive storage furniture. And I wanted to use what I had. I don't want to invest that much, at least not right now. And I had some shelves because I used to have a bookstore in my home, an online bookstore, and I got rid of a lot of books last year. So I had some shelves that I wanted to use. The second thing I don't like about those shows is they always show one room, like you could just get rid of everything in that room and bring things in, and it doesn't affect the rest of the house. Well, this was, I kind of call it the big shift. We had a guest room. This used to be a guest room, and it had a lot of stuff in it. And then we want to still have a guest room. So to move the bed somewhere else, we had to make some space in the study, and it was very cluttered in there. So we basically needed to shift things that affected the whole house or a lot of the house. The third thing I don't like about those beautiful videos is they show craft supplies and more craft supplies. Well, I'm a scrapbooker, and I'm always thinking, where are your pictures? I mean, that's the whole point of scrapbooking, right? Is to highlight your pictures. And I have a lot, as both a genealogist and kind of the family archivist. I've inherited a lot. I have my own pictures, my own memorabilia, and there are boxes coming into our house, or they have been for the past few years, but they're all over the place. And I wanted to get these things together so I could actually work on them. As someone who used to work in an archives, I wanted to bring some of my expertise and organizational skills home. And I wanted to turn half of the craft room into a home archives. So here's the challenge. The guest room was pretty cluttered, and we wanted to keep the bed, so we needed to turn the downstairs study into the new guest room. Well, the downstairs study had a huge desk, and I was like, I'm going to do this, and I finally got rid of the big old computer on it, big old CRT screen and stuff like that, during a local electronic recycling event last fall. Then we got rid of the big desk, and finally we can move the guest bed into the former study. So now it's time to move shelves into the new space. I pulled pictures and boxes from all over the house. This is going to be the archives side of the room. of an old bed frame and a dresser and moved a lot of boxes out of the room. My husband helped a whole lot, but he didn't want to be in the video. Now for the fun part. And did this by the end of the year. It still needs a little tweaking. I have a shelf like this, a small shelf that I'm going to put on the other side here for some more supplies. And there's a little bit of a mess by the closet because I need to make some more room downstairs to move the weight bench. So a few tweaks, but basically here it is. Rearrange the shelves on this old VHS video shelf, and it is perfect for my border punches. I'll talk more about storage in the next video. Do you have an old shelf or a piece of furniture that you could repurpose for your craft supplies? Let me know in the comments. I put my scanner on this antique dresser. And by the way, I know my plants need a lot of TLC, but they have been neglected in this room that's been closed off, and hopefully I will see them more often. And I use this little fold-up desk. This is going to be my office, and it's where I do scanning and edit videos. And of course, my work table will be scrapbooking central. The archives wall is a little overwhelming, but we'll talk more about that in a future video. So be sure and subscribe if you want to keep up with that process. And also, it's really nice to put like things together and see what I have. And I've actually decluttered half a box in the last couple of days. I'm so excited about my new space, and I hope you have enjoyed watching and following the process. See you next time.